What's going on, everyone? It's me, Jeremy. It's October 12th, 2025. So I want to give a different scenario here about what might happen this week with the economy. You know, there's this peace deal going on, right, that they're still talking about. So let's say Trump comes out with an announcement on this peace deal, and that pumps the markets back up, because we did see BlackRock buy $45,000 worth of Bitcoin. Obviously, big players bought up the dip, right? And that was one of the big problems, is people were having an issue on exchanges trying to buy the dip. People really felt like they were locked out, that there was an intentional institutional lockout, and that big money was able to access, you know, these assets at a very discounted price. So Trump announces the tariffs on Friday. It dumps the markets and everything. We go into the holiday weekend. You got a bunch of people fear selling and things like that. We're talking about possible bank runs and stuff like that. And then, you know, maybe we get this peace deal and you get a pump, and they're gonna, you know, pull some profits and then buy some real assets, right? They'll go ahead and they'll buy land and companies and all this other stuff as the real economy continues to crash. So it's just a game that they're playing, guys, and we're doing our best to, you know, just try and stay out of harm's way and avoid all the economic mines that they're, you know, planting everywhere. So, you know, that's why you diversify. You know, we talk about all the different scenarios, guys. We talk about the manipulation. We talk about, you know, the bank runs, the treasury bond sell-offs, and we talk about the buying the dip and, you know, taking your profits when you get an opportunity. So hopefully you bought some dip here. You know, we've been telling you guys that red is what you pay attention to. When you see red, that's when you take your liquidity, you buy some of these assets, and then when things start to return upwards, you go ahead and you sell a little bit, or you just find a system like Metallicus and you stake your assets, guys. For me, I'm not too worried about buying and selling right now, as far as, you know, looking to get fiat. These are assets we're accumulating for long-term purpose, as far as I'm concerned, for the actual reset, for when everything is tokenized and revaluated, and, you know, we're in the new system operating on, you know, all the new Clarity Acts and all that kind of stuff. So for me, it's more about accumulating right now, and then staking and lending them out and becoming your own bank, doing like what the banks want to do with your assets, right? So I'm not too worried about, you know, buying and selling right now. I'm just more worried about buying. You know, obviously, if you see an opportunity to sell and you have a plan with your fiat, you're like, okay, I need some fiat to go acquire this land or do this, and you can't do it with your assets, you can't do it with crypto, then that's where you need fiat for. Okay, but only sell when you know you need the fiat. Okay, you have a plan for it. All right, you need some liquidity to go do something. All right, and then get it done quickly. All right, other than that, you're holding your assets, you're staking them, you're lending them out, you're borrowing against them. Okay, so I'm not worried about all the price up and down stuff, guys. When it's red, I'll accumulate, and other than that, I'm just holding it. I'm trying to become my own bank, like everyone else that's learning about DeFi. So hopefully, guys, maybe you'll get some golden age type energy this week. Maybe you'll get an opportunity to see a little bit of return on your losses from the weekend. Or if you were ready and you had liquidity, you will see return on your investment, and you'll see some gains. But remember, guys, we're not about going back into failing fiat currencies. All right, this is about preparing for the reevaluation, the tokenization, and, you know, the actual new system, ISO 222, all that kind of stuff, which November is the next full compliance date for ISO 222. So everything's getting there, guys. It's all set up. Look into Metallicus, move to Metal, guys. XPR network. It's so much more than just cryptocurrency over there, guys. You've got the Snipverse social media and tons of other stuff, guys. I really, really, really have such a energetic spiritual connection to Marshall Hayner and what they're doing over at Metallicus, so I highly recommend checking it out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I tell you is just personal advice and nothing more. So do your own research. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the other side of this. No matter what happens, remember, it's about what's in your heart and how you're treating one another. Don't get lost in the fighting and division. I'll see you soon.